Joining me now on all these topics, China-related, Florida Senator Marco Rubio, the vice chairman of the Senate Intel Committee. Senator, let's start with the $800 de minimis rule. 764 million packages, that is a staggering figure, came into the United States under that rule. Duty-free, no taxes, none of the taxes that other retailers have to pay. When will this be changed in Congress, finally?
Well, yeah, I know it's our position. We got to fix it in terms of legislation, but it's actually our position that it's being abused right now, that Commerce could be doing something about it. Now, we actually sent them a letter arguing that, and we tied that to the bill that I passed late last year in the last Congress, the Uyghur Forced Labor Act, which is another thing that they're going around here. Look, there's no way you're making this stuff at the prices they're selling it for, and you're not using cheap and or free labor. Of course it's so cheap. They're not paying these people. They're forcing people to work under horrific conditions, and everyone's turning a blind eye to it. Although I felt very good listening to that segment of you talking to people on the street. I guess there's growing awareness about it. But there's something broader here, okay? Some time ago, maybe 25 years ago, people in both parties made this decision that we were living in this new world now, post-Cold War, and it didn't matter where things were made anymore. We were all just consumers of this global economy and citizens of the world. Well, place matters, country matters, and now we're starting to see why the pandemic reminded us of it. But we need to be able to make things in America. If we can't make things, we won't be a powerful and prosperous country much longer.
Well, the libertarians, the free traders, Cato Institute, Chamber of Commerce, they're all against changing this rule, which again allows these companies, these multi-billion-dollar companies, to get away with paying absolutely no duty into the United States, whereas our retailers are paying hundreds of millions of dollars in duties on the other side when they do their own importing. So this makes absolutely no sense, and it's killing U.S. jobs. So, I mean, this never should have been changed in 2016. It happened under Obama. But now the House Select Committee on the China question looks like they want to do something. How confident are you, Senator, given all your advocacy on the China issue, that the Senate and your counterparts in the Senate, especially in leadership, will actually do the right thing here?
Well, I don't know, because there's a lot of powerful lobbying interest groups that will come out against it.
Yeah,
and
Chamber of Commerce.
You talked about... Well, and look, even when we did the Uyghur Forced Labor Act, we had Nike and all kinds of companies that weren't doing publicly. They weren't running any commercials during the Super Bowl about their opposition to our bill, but they were working to kill it. But you talk about the libertarians, and look, I think in the laboratory, that is how the economy should work. The problem is we don't live in a laboratory. We live in a real world where people need jobs, stable, good-paying jobs. You need jobs so you can have family, you can have community, you know, the kinds of things that countries need in order to survive and thrive. And the reality of it is we need to start thinking about the market as a way to serve the country as opposed to the country existing to serve the market. And I'm for the free market. I hate socialism and I despise communism.
Well,
I don't think that's
China
the
answer.
Doesn't believe in the free
but I think
market.
We have to, right. Yeah, the real world.
But we have to have a market that works for us.